Making money from your radio station takes a lot of hard work and dedication. There's no quick and easy method. But if you're willing to work at it and create a plan to start earning money from your radio station, it can be done. In this video, we'll look at a few different ways the best internet radio stations make money and how you can too. Most of the time, radio stations will use a couple of different methods in order to make money. Usually, though, they fall into two categories: advertisements and sponsorships. First, let's look at the advertisement model. This has been tried and tested on many commercial stations, where companies will give you money for an amount of airtime on your station. With this airtime, they can play just a small jingle or a full advertisement for their services. Here in the UK, the companies Global and Bauer own most of the commercial terrestrial stations that air both online and digitally. These stations earn most of their money through ad revenue. But how do you work out how much to charge for advertisement slots? Well, this is usually based on three factors: how many listeners your station gets on average, the age range of your listeners, and the average type of listener that tunes into your station. So what kind of job they have, what kind of person they are, and maybe even what their hobbies might include. Advertisers like to know who they're talking to and how many people their advertisement will reach before they can even start thinking about paying for an advertisement slot. A deal can usually be reached after they've been given all that information. Another more subtle method of getting money from your radio station is through sponsorships. This is where a company will pay to sponsor a certain radio show on your station that is aimed at the company's target demographic. Usually how this works is the presenter will mention the sponsorship at the start and end of the show, endorsing the company or its services. For example, on Absolute Radio, the Christine O'Connell Breakfast Show, which has since been taken over by Dave Berry and Matt Dyson, used to be sponsored by Wix for 3 years running. When Wix started the sponsorship campaign, they said they wanted a way to address two cores of their own demographic: tradesmen on their way to a job in the morning, and casual DIY hobbyists. The presenters turned this sponsorship into a few different funny events, like opening a Wix store with a trolley dash competition and getting listeners to submit their own DIY disasters to the show, so that they could keep things fresh. Let's face it, a silly competition with funny commentary is far more interesting to listen to than a host sitting and talking normally about a company. So a common question is, can I do both? Well, the answer to that one is yes, you can, but you'll need to put some serious thought and planning into it. If you were to play a sponsorship message followed by 5 different advertisements in a row, all the messages will probably become a bit jumbled and lost in the listener's head unless you can plan them out effectively. Sponsorships resolve this issue in a way because with a sponsorship you only have to focus on one message for an entire show, which leaves the listener with that one company's message loud and clear in their heads, instead of many companies' messages jumbling together and creating a mess. But are there any other ways to make money from your radio station? Actually, yes, there are. Besides the two that we went over, there are a few other methods that you can use that you might be able to get a little bit of extra money from. One is affiliate programs. This is where you become an affiliate of an online retailer or business, and they pay you money depending on the amount of click-throughs you get them, or they give you a percentage of the purchases made through you. A really common one for this is Amazon or Amazon Audible, where people will mention their affiliate code, where if people go to amazon.com/their code, you can get a free audiobook. So an example of this on air might sound like this. Why not sign up to Audible today? Use the promo code RadioStation10 to get a free audiobook to start you off. Another method is donations. This one started to become more and more popular with the creation of services like Patreon, where creators can send their audience to donate if they want to help support their work. They also can create different tiers of donations with different rewards. So these could be a shout out on air, a t-shirt, or even a private message from the main presenter. An example of this on air might sound something like this. If you'd like to help us keep the show running and maybe even earn some cool goodies along the way, head over to our Patreon and see what you can give. We really do appreciate it. One final method of getting more profit from your station is through merchandise. You can create this and then sell it from a shop page on your radio station's website. It could be physical products like t-shirts, cups, baseball caps, etc., Or it could be things like online services, courses, or software. Promoting merch on air might sound a little bit like this. Remember, we have some really cool merch up for grabs on our website. Hoodies, t-shirts, everything. Just head on over to radiostation.com/store and pick up yours today. So, it's time to put all that into practice. Whether you decide to use adverts, sponsorships, or some other method, or all of the above, work out the best way that they can suit your radio station and its brand and make a start. Also, Radio.co has an online course, Internet Radio Cash. It shows you 20 proven methods that you can use to make money from your radio station, and it's delivered over a course of 6 weeks. Just go to radio.co/courses to check it out and get 50% off today.